I want to play a bit of a game today called What's Wrong with Your Potato? At this time of year, things are coming out of the ground or things are in storage, and you start to notice things that are wrong. What are they? This first one is where the potato has been exposed to light. It's pretty simple. It's either it wasn't hilled properly, or it was left out in the sun or in the light, or in storage, it could be where it's just had the light on and it's been improperly stored. It needs to be in the dark. And this is where a potato is a modified stem and it wants to be stem. So just keep it out of the light. You won't get this at all. This one is called common scab. It's a soil-borne pathogen that causes these little roundish, irregular brown scabs. Essentially, they're superficial, but they can cause moisture loss, and they can reduce your quality. And they can also be quite severe. They can have quite a range in terms of the amount that you see. But it's very common, very often seen in the fall. But the problem develops mid-season. This is Rhizoctonia black scurf. It's a fungal disease in the soil, and it's called the dirt that won't wash off. So you'll be scrubbing your potatoes and these little pieces of dirt just won't come off. And they are actually little pieces of fungus that are stuck to the surface. They're called sclerotia, and they're not penetrating or anything. They're just sitting on the surface. Here on this brown potato, you can see them a little bit larger, and those eventually would sprout and continue to spread. But they don't spread in storage. They don't cause rot or anything, but they are, pretty common. And I mean, you could pick them off, but you'd have to aggressively scrub them to get them off. And they're just more of a blemish than anything. This here, we've got a bunch of different problems. So this case, there's where the potato has been scuffed or physically scraped or something like that. So you've got a little bit of skin hanging off, and that's common. But if you're not gentle with things, you can lose the skin. It'll cause some moisture loss. In this case, this is a shatter bruise or a mechanical bruise where the tissues have been hit hard and split apart, and you're going to get a lot of moisture loss this way. This is called elephant hide. It can be caused by high levels of organic matter in the soil, broken down organic matter in the soil, or potentially a chemical problem. Alternatively, it might be caused by Rhizoctonia, that black scurf, where it causes cracking of the skin, and as it ages, those cracks and splits get a little bit farther apart. This is what I suspect is silver scurf, and you can see these little silver lesions, and you have to kind of turn it just the right way. But if you were to put it in a moist chamber for a couple of weeks, you'd see a bunch of little black Christmas trees, almost like 5 o'clock shadow, appear on it, and it's another fungal pathogen. So we're going to see lots of different diseases and problems and disorders or whatever in storage, but it's interesting to know that there are lots of different causes of them.